I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 31st, 2016. Avigdor Lieberman officially joined Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition in a ceremony today in Tel Aviv. The Israel Beitenu party leader took on the role of Israel's new Minister of Defense at a ceremony at the Defense Ministry's headquarters in the city. Lieberman was sworn in yesterday at the Knesset after 55 members of Israel's parliament voted in favor of his appointment, with 43 against. With Israel Beitenu now in the government, Netanyahu's coalition has 66 seats, as opposed to the previous 61 of the 120-seat Knesset, giving the prime minister the stronger majority he was looking for. Amid concern that Lieberman is known as a hardliner on the right, the new defense minister pledged his support for peace efforts with the Palestinians after Monday's vote. Lieberman said, "I agree to two states for two peoples," adding, "I was very supportive of Netanyahu's 2009 Bar Ilan speech. Sisi's speech was important and created a real opportunity, and we must try to rise to the challenge," adding that even the Arab initiative has positive elements that allow for dialogue. Netanyahu also spoke after the swearing-in last night and referred to the Arab Peace Initiative, which he said, quote, contains positive elements that could help revive constructive negotiations with the Palestinians. The prime minister said, "We are willing to negotiate with the Arab states revisions to that initiative so that it reflects the dramatic changes in our region since 2002. And the United Nations Special Coordinator for the Middle East peace process, Nikolai Mladenov, welcomed the statements from Lieberman and Netanyahu. Mladenov said this can help advance negotiations on achieving a two-state solution, adding that this opportunity should not be missed and must be followed up with concrete and timely action. An IDF soldier was lightly injured last night in Tel Aviv. The soldier was stabbed reportedly with a screwdriver by a Palestinian teenager said to be a 17-year-old resident of the West Bank. The terrorist was arrested soon after he fled the scene. The 19-year-old soldier was taken to Ichilov Hospital in Tel Aviv for treatment. Several incidents of anti-Semitic vandalism are being investigated in New England. On May the 22nd, a large swastika was discovered painted across the sign at Temple Ohavei Shalom, which is the only Orthodox synagogue in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. On the same day, the words Merry Christmas and a large dollar sign were discovered painted on the back walls of Temple B'nai Abraham in Beverly, Massachusetts, which is on the North Shore of Boston. And on May the 15th, a swastika was discovered painted on the parking lot of Temple Emmanuel in Andover, north of Boston. The director of the New England office of the Anti-Defamation League, Robert Treston, said that the attacks are part of a spike in anti-Semitic incidents in the region, meant to intimidate the Jewish community. The incidents are being investigated by local law enforcement as hate crimes, and the mayors of the respective targeted cities called for unity in the face of hate. And hundreds gathered today at the United Nations in New York City to take part in a conference on combating the BDS movement, the Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement, which seeks to delegitimize the State of Israel. The Building Bridges, Not Boycotts was led by Israeli ambassador to the UN, Dani Danon, who said the gathering should, quote, send a clear message to all of our adversaries. Israel will not relent and will continue to reveal the lies propagated by the BDS movement. The conference is being co-hosted by the Israel UN Mission and the World Jewish Congress. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, May the 31st. At 7 o'clock, the 2016 Jerusalem Post Conference kicks off with Israeli Minister of Public Security Gilad Erdan, President of the World Jewish Congress Ronald Lauder, and a special message from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. At 8 o'clock, it's Dennis Ross talking about historic American policy and mistakes relating to Israel. Also, we'll hear from Israeli UN Ambassador Danon talking about the anti-Israel sentiment at the UN. At 9 tonight, Mark Golub sits down with career diplomat and advisor on Israeli foreign policy, Ambassador retired Yoram Ettinger on L'chaim. And at 10, founder of the egalitarian Orthodox Beit Hillel in Israel, Ronen Neuwirth, talks about the challenges Israel is facing in conversion and civil marriage, and suggests solutions that might build bridges between Israel and the diaspora. That's in a program from Limud, New York, 2016. And coming up right after this newscast tonight, it's In the News at 6:30. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, May the 31st, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.